The man had just finished eye surgery and was left alone in an illegal clinic. The doctor put some food in the fridge and gave him 2 ropes, one to the bathroom, the other to the kitchen. Before leaving, he warned him not to remove the bandage for 12 hours or he'd go blind. Since he couldn't see, he just went to sleep. When he woke up 8 hours later, he was starving. He opened the fridge to get something to eat, but grabbed a spoiled sandwich from the top shelf. By accident, one bite nearly did him in. He rushed to rinse his mouth with milk, but picked the wrong bottle again. That one sip nearly killed him. Luckily, he found some melted ice water and used it to spit out the germs. Just as he was weak and helpless, a SWAT team suddenly dropped from the sky. They were there to search the entire building, and he was their target. Thermal imaging showed there were 27 life forms inside. After the data synced to their iPads, the SWAT officers threw 8 metal chips from their belts. As soon as they hit the floor, the chips turned into robot spiders and spread out to every corner of the building. They could find every person in the building and identify them by scanning their eyes. When the man heard the noise, he started sweating, but no matter how careful he was, the thermal scan still picked him up. After they finished checking everyone else in the building, the spiders all gathered outside the man's door. Luckily, he had already stuffed a towel in the door gap, so they couldn't get in for now. He knew it wouldn't last long, so he quickly reached for the ice box. Then he followed the rope to the bathroom and poured all the ice into the tub. The spiders outside the door started looking for another way in. They went into the hallway, lifted a floorboard with their claws, and in less than 30 seconds they made it into the man's room. Then they spread out to search for the target. Just 1 second before they found him, the man climbed into the bathtub and covered himself with the ice water. The female officer monitoring the screen saw one heat source disappear. That made them very suspicious, and they decided to check it out themselves. At the same time, the man was trying to stay calm and outsmart the spiders. He clenched his fists and held his breath, hoping to avoid being detected. After scanning the room and finding no heat, the spiders crawled out through the door crack. But just then, a small bubble came out of the man's nose and popped on the water surface. Even though the sound was very soft, the spiders heard it right away. All 8 of them rushed over and climbed onto the bathtub. After spotting someone under the water, one of them sent an electric shock that made the man bounce up. Then all the spiders started zapping him like crazy. The man couldn't endure it anymore, so he pulled off the bandage and let the spiders scan his eyes. Even though it hadn't been 12 hours, he had to open his eyes and submit to the bright scan. By then, a SWAT officer had already reached his door and was ready to force his way in. Luckily, he had replaced his eyes ahead of time. "We got an ID, it's not him. Standing down. Let's see." And just like that, the man narrowly escaped.